There's this quiet revolution happening right now in your wallet, on your phone, and really in the very fabric of our economy. It's called FinTech. And in the next few minutes, we're going to break down how it's completely changing everything about how we borrow, save, and spend our money. So think about your day. Did you tap your phone to pay for something? Or maybe Venmo a friend for lunch without ever touching a dollar bill? Well, if you did, then you've already stepped right into the world of FinTech. It's this invisible force making our financial lives faster, simpler, and way more connected than ever. Okay, so what is FinTech officially? Well, at its heart, it's where finance, technology, data, and even good design all come together. And the goal here isn't just to digitize the old way of doing things. No, it's about building entirely new financial services from the ground up that are smarter, more efficient, and accessible to pretty much everyone. To really get what's going on, we kind of have to look under the hood. So let's peel back the layers and see how this tech upgrade is shaking up all the different corners of the financial world. First off, fintech isn't just one thing, it's a whole ecosystem. We're talking about digital wallets, of course, but also things called neobanks. Banks that exist completely online, no physical branches at all. It also covers new ways to borrow, like those buy now, pay later services you see at checkout, and tech that's changing everything from insurance and investing to how we manage crypto. And the engine powering all of this? Well, it's some of the most advanced tech out there. You've got artificial intelligence helping to spot fraud and offer personalized advice. You've got APIs, which act like secure messengers, letting all our different financial apps talk to each other. And it's all built on cloud computing to make it super fast and scalable. This is literally the invisible plumbing of modern finance. Now, theory is one thing, but to see the explosive potential of fintech in the real world, we absolutely have to look at what's happening in India. It is, frankly, one of the most dynamic and just mind-blowing case studies on the planet. Just think about that for a second. In terms of sheer scale, innovation, and the number of people using this stuff every single day, India's fintech scene isn't just emerging anymore. It's a global powerhouse, right up there with the US and China. This is a fundamental economic shift happening right before our eyes. And this number, wow, this just perfectly illustrates the scale we're talking about. A staggering 87% of the population in India has adopted fintech. That is miles ahead of the global average. It shows that this technology has gone from a niche product to a mainstream tool used by nearly everyone, from street vendors to CEOs. Now, what's really fascinating here is where it all started. Look at that huge slice of the pie. Digital payments make up nearly half the market, and that's the crucial gateway. Once people get comfortable with simple, instant payments on their phone, it opens the door for them to trust and explore everything else. Digital lending, investing, insurance, the whole shebang. So what created this perfect storm? It was a combination of a few key things. First, a revolutionary public payment system called UPI made transactions free and instant for everyone. Second, affordable smartphones and cheap data plans put the internet in millions of hands. Third, a government-led digital infrastructure called the India Stack provided the basic building blocks, like a universal digital ID, making it incredibly easy for startups to build on top. And finally, all this tech met a massive, untapped demand in smaller towns and rural areas. So here's the most important point. This isn't just about making banking more convenient for people who already have bank accounts. In India, fintech is a powerful tool for financial inclusion. It's bringing millions of people into the formal economy for the very first time. I mean, when a local shopkeeper can instantly accept digital payments or a farmer can get a small loan on their phone, it just unlocks incredible potential for growth across the whole country. But of course, the road ahead isn't without its challenges. As the industry matures, it's facing some serious growing pains. And at the same time, we're seeing some incredibly exciting future possibilities that could reshape finance all over again. On one hand, you've got the headwinds, the constant and growing threat of cyber attacks, navigating a complex web of global regulations, building customer trust, and the core business challenge of actually making a profit. But on the other hand, the tailwinds are powerful. The rise of generative AI for hyper-personalized financial advice, the global spread of real-time payments, and a growing demand for sustainable finance are all pushing the industry into its next dynamic phase. And the scale of that next phase, it's just massive. To put it in perspective, the projected market opportunity for Indian fintech alone is expected to hit $2.1 trillion by 2030. That number isn't just a forecast, it represents the immense economic transformation that's still on the horizon. So let's zoom out and bring this all together. Why does this technological shift in finance matter so much? Not just in India, but for every single one of us around the world. Here's the big picture. First, FinTech is making financial services radically more inclusive, giving people access who were previously shut out. Second, it's dramatically lowering costs and increasing speed. Think sending money across borders in seconds, not days. It also forces traditional banks to innovate just to keep up, which is a win for all of us. And finally, it is creating entirely new business models that simply weren't possible a decade ago. It is fundamentally rewiring our relationship with money. And if you think we've seen it all, the next wave is already building, and it's called embedded finance. This is the idea of integrating financial services, like getting a loan or buying insurance, directly into the apps you already use every day. Whether you're booking a rideshare or shopping online, the finance part just disappears into the background. Which leaves us with one final fascinating question to think about. What happens to our idea of a bank, or even of money itself, when every app we use has a bank hidden inside it?